Hi guys, welcome back
Hello.
to Strolls and Polls. So this week for the poll, I just asked what are some hidden costs that we are still just wanting to ask questions about, learn more about, and the two most popular answers who were pretty much tied was property taxes and closing cost. So we're kind of gonna try and talk about that a little bit today, and maybe take a little pressure off the situation, and then also address something that could be very intriguing for our buyers right now in this market. So first thing, we can talk about the property taxes because I think this is maybe given a little too much weight. Obviously, yes, it's a concern, but at the end of the day, you might have like a little bit more cost to kind of start your escrow account.
When you close.
Yeah, but then after that, it's pretty much just built into your mortgage, and your lender who's in charge of your mortgage actually will handle that. Like, that's not something that you pay or you need to be super concerned about.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, we've got an election going on right now.
I guess more
a
what I'm trying to
local
say is like,
election,
it's not an expense that you're gonna get in the mail and like you owe $3,000 right then and there.
right.
You kind of pay it every month.
Right. It does get spread out.
Yes.
But there is a runoff, so we do have some local people that have been running that we're gonna have to go back and vote for in June. So make sure you get out there.
Oh wait, I literally forget it's May.
Right. So they give it a little bit of time and then we go back and vote. But it's super important because a lot of times we have a hard time getting people to come back out. Like I'm running. But it's hard to get people to come back out and vote again. So make sure that if you did make that effort to hop back in there, I want to say it's June 12th, but I can get more factual on that next week. Anyway, so yeah, it is important. The people that are
And I also
in charge,
know last week too. No, keep going. You keep going.
the people that are in charge of making those decisions locally, because right now we're voting locally. So if you're watching somewhere else and you're confused,
Disregard.
that's what's happening. Wow, it's really humid here. If you hadn't figured that out yet by my hair.
Yeah, we're struggling.
Whew. Anyway, one thing that came out this week from Southeast Mortgage, one of our preferred lenders, is the rates are really wonky right now. And so couple things. One is if you have a good agent, then they can help negotiate. I don't know if people know this or not, but to buy down your rates, it has to come from the seller side. So I don't think people realize that. So when we are negotiating for our buyers, and there's a buy down that needs to take place, then we can help negotiate that by talking to the listing agent, kind of explaining your situation and what we're looking for. And then also, with that being said, we can also help negotiate closing costs.
Which
So-
was the other tie with the property taxes.
Yep. So closing costs, you can usually bank around 3% if it's not a cash deal. And those are all the costs involved, attorney's fees, all of that jazz. And, but right now, we've said it, say it again, in my opinion, we are in a buyer's market. And with that being said, we can help negotiate some sellers' concessions, and that can help you with your closing costs. But if the buy down is more important, then that is something that can be discussed as well. And you know, it's kind of funny, like if it's a hot house and there's multiple offers, there's still ways of negotiating that. You know, you can increase your price and then ask for some closing costs. So lots of creative things to do. But the other thing that Sean told us is that if you buy now and you're not really excited about your rate, then in 9 months after you close, he can refinance you and not charge any lender fees. So that's important. And then also, when you're picking a lender, you know, I know Southeast Mortgage can beat just about anybody in rates. However, there's also something to be said about a local lender who will pick up his phone when we're trying to call at 7 o'clock at night, or, you know, if I need some help on a Sunday afternoon. Those big banks, Monday through Friday, and you're lucky if you can close in 30 days. So that's my little soapbox there. I'll hop off.
Yeah, and then something too that I did forget to say with the property taxes, I know last week we kind of harped on like, listen, like don't always swear by what Zillow says, but Zillow does at the very bottom of properties you're looking at, it does have prior property tax history. So if that is something, if you're a number person and that's really concerning to you, definitely check that out. Pay attention to it, because you can pretty much assume that that's not where you're gonna stay number for number, but you're gonna be kind of around there.
Yep, and then also check the counties. Like if you're near retirement, or you're up there in your 60s and 70s.
Sorry, we have a grumpy Braylon.
Then you can, there's certain counties that have great senior discounts. Forsyth County is one of them.
You want to talk about the homestead exemption.
And then homestead exemption, it's not gonna be coming around for a while, but it's important to get the ball rolling. I'd say January, February. Lily's plugging her ears right now, and pulling her hair out, so that's great. The little she has. But anyway, so you can file for that. It's super important. But if you've closed with me, then I'll send you a reminder. But I think that's all. Ooh, bless you.
Yeah, that's it for this
week.
week.
You want to show the girls real fast?
A little bit of over information, but we have our two that are just hanging in there.
Lily, can you say hi?
Hi.
Woo!
She can't focus. The car's hauling booty down the hill.
Yep.
So we'll see you guys next week, and definitely let us know if there's anything that you want us to specifically cover. We'll see you guys next week.
All right, bye.